Rumor control, or at least rumor alert, whatever you want to call it. Snow White, Rachel Zegler, looking to have her role significantly trimmed down and actually apparently replaced with a childhood subplot to make her more likable. Still won't change the movie. And this is all a rumor at this point in time, but it's interesting, so thought we'd take a look at it. Hit subscribe if you're new here, folks. Turn the bell notifications on, and please do follow me over on Twitter and Instagram at Misstage Reviews. Anyway, let's dive into this today. So look, rumor. Disney is moving to trim Rachel Zegler's Snow White screen time and replace it with a childhood subplot to sort of endear the audience to her in some way, whilst also minimizing her. It's a bold move. It won't make a difference because the story is still the same. She's still going to end up being, what was it? Fearless, brave and true, or something nonsense like that, she said. So it's still going to be crap. And it's still Rachel Zegler, of course. So according to the latest whistles on the digital streets, in hoping to undo at least some of the damage done by Rachel Zegler's very public. And this is, well, all of her. It's not even just the denigration. It's just generally all of her statements. She's just not a very likable individual. She's very, very, very just off-putting. And you know when you talk to someone, you just go, yeah, you're not quite right. You know, can't quite put my finger on it. You know, is it the narcissism? Is it rudeness? All multitude of stuff. She's one of them. She's just not a very nice person. So the rumor is that they're trying to damage control. That's what it is. This is all damage control. It's the same thing, FYI. It's the same level of damage control. And I can believe some of this because they've now put dwarfs in the movie. That was damage control. Hell of a lot of damage control they're doing here. But basically, the rumour is Disney is currently moving to trim her Snow White screen time by adding a new subplot focused specifically on her childhood. Which, the only reason you do that is to endear the audience to your character. And also trim, just remove stuff, basically. It's to get more screen time for other things to fill, just to fill time, fill runtime. So the rumour was first raised to the public yesterday, by WDW Pro and a friend of the channel as well, by the way. I like WDW Pro. So per information first relayed to him by an alleged insider source, in light of the Zegler's star fading among audiences thanks to her aforementioned history of trashing every aspect of Disney's original animated take on Snow White, Disney is deciding to soften the public's perception of the princess's live-action incarnation, or trying to, rather than reshooting aspects of the film with a new actress, which wouldn't make any sense, or having Zegler attempt to portray a more traditional version of the princess, which again wouldn't make any sense because if they've shot the film, which they already had, it would cost too much money. Although having said that, it looks like they're replacing the merry bandits with dwarfs, so that's going to cost a lot of money. But anyway, whatever. So the former was considered to be unfeasible due to its costs, and the latter because audiences would rightly find such a heel turn too unbelievable, which makes a lot of sense. Disney will attempt to salvage the live-action Snow White's image with a new story beat centered on her younger self and brought to life by a completely separate actress meant to portray a younger version of her. So WDW Pro said, Disney has hired a young actress to play Snow White as a child. The idea is to cut time out of Zegler's performance, show Snow White as a cute little kid, and soften the character with flashbacks, and or major origin story portion at the beginning of the film. This sounds, I mean, it's major damage control. Of course, edits have not begun for these scenes as we believe they're not shot yet, so things could change, which makes a lot of sense. I mean, no one's going to come out and confirm any of this. So this will remain rumour until we see the film. But this is nonsense. I mean, they're really changing the story anyway. Gal Gadot's going to be the evil, ugly queen. Cool. And Snow White is going to be the fairest of them all. The fairest of them all, ladies and gents. Yep. Or maybe it's going to be who's the bravest of them all, and it'll be Snow White. Look, I can believe some of this. I genuinely can. Genuinely can believe some of this. If you had Rachel Zegler promoting your film in the way that she did, endearing herself to the public in the way that she did, you would try anything to salvage that, wouldn't you? Well, you try. It would be difficult, but you would try. Because, I mean, my God, they're in for a very rude awakening if they don't try. And I mean, I think they know that. How could you not know that? How could you not know that everyone's response would be absolutely terrible to this stuff? So, will it work, though? I mean, that's the question, isn't it? Will adding childhood scenes endear you to her? No. No. Because the thing is, that would work if she was a good actress. She's not a good actress. It would work if... And by a good actress, I mean she more often than not just plays herself, right? Her own character comes through. So a young version isn't going to take away or detract, same thing, from Rachel Zegler being a repugnant arsehole. I think they've well and truly screwed themselves here, actually. No, Peter Dinklage, sorry mate, King of the Dwarfs. We won't hire any dwarf actors. We won't include dwarfs at all. Oh, shit. We'll just put dwarfs in it now at great expense. Cool. What an absolute joke of a movie this has become. I mean, it's hilarious, and I can't wait to see it, just from a comedic perspective. But it is a shit show. A major shit show. So this is huge damage control, and because of how bad this movie's sort of tracking amongst everyone, I can absolutely believe that they're pulling out some stops within reasonable elements, reasonable control to try and change it. So there you go. Not much else to say really, but would this change it in your eyes? No? Yes? No? I'd love to hear it. Wouldn't change it in my eyes. I don't personally give a shit about this. I think this is doomed anyway, and a little child subplot's not going to change it for me. Damage control, be gone. It's not going to work. So cheers guys, take care. Bye bye now.